When we go, this is your stuff.
Okay.
When we go, skip that. That's the stuff. So we go to the toys. There's the toy information. Then there's the Etsy information right there, and then the foreign movies right there.
Like an intro music thing for this episode?
Nope, just the opening with the various Kryptons. When we go, this is your stuff.
Okay.
When we go, skip that. That's the stuff. So we go to the toys. There's the toy information. Then there's the Etsy information right there, and then the foreign movies right there.
Like an intro music thing for this episode?
Nope, just the opening with the various Kryptons. When we go, this is your stuff.
Okay.
When we go, skip that. That's the stuff. So we go to the toys. There's the toy information. Then there's the Etsy information right there.
As our story begins, we ask you to come with us on a far journey. A journey that takes us millions of miles from the Earth, where the planet Krypton burns like a green star in the distant heavens.
Krypton.
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 No mute for the rest of the show. Just keep it going. We good? We go. We did it! Oh, welcome to the Krypton After Show, the only after show that I say the only after show after. Let's meet our panel.
You open my mint.
You open your mint. You gotta lean in a little bit. You're too far away.
You open my mint.
Yes. Didn't I give you a chair to roll around in? I drove a chair down here for that reason.
You guys, this is going well.
Here's your mint.
I didn't get
All right. Yes, you can hear. Everyone can have a mint if they.
Yes, please. Can
There
I
you
have
go.
one?
Welcome to the Krypton After Show.
you.
Let's introduce ourselves.
Hi.
I'm Jody.
I'm Kelly.
I'm Tony.
I'm Valerie.
Valerie, would you like
That's
to
a
mint?
Eric, you want to slide back in? Here we go.
They kind of taste like outtakes.
And that's Eric.
I gotta make room. Oh my god. You can't end well.
All right.
Runway room?
Tony, do we have any of the stuff we got to say at the top?
Yes, we do. You can always follow the conversation along over at the Facebook group THS Hashtaggers. You can also go ahead down in the description below. You guys are going to find a link for the TeePublic store. So go ahead and jot down there so that way you guys can buy stuff and help support us here at that hashtag show. Also, if you want to support us here at that hashtag show, you guys can also implement, what is it called again?
Super chat.
Super chat feature.
Super chat.
Yeah, so give us monies.
It just sounds like Eric keeps getting an erect penis behind you every time I hear that.
I don't know if we're picking that up. Eric has like a boing.
Wait, sounds like.
That's all we're hearing.
That's what he gets.
All right.
It's awesome.
Okay.
Yes, housekeeping done.
Great.
Back to you, Jody.
If you guys watched the watch along, you saw what a great episode this was. It had some
Very
solid
educational.
moments. It had some solid moments. Should we check out the previously on? So
Yeah.
people can catch up?
Let's do it.
So we can see what happened prior
those mints are
to
good.
this.
Yeah, they were pretty good.
Previously on Krypton.
Are we on mute? Or are we still
Touchstone
on?
Pictures presents 3 incredibly eligible men hoping to meet some incredibly perfect women. Now, at last, they're about to find that one girl who will sweep them off their feet. Touchstone Pictures presents 3 normally intelligent men and 1 little girl. They're about to discover the only thing worse than raising her is losing her. Touchstone Pictures presents a comedy about 3 dedicated bachelors and the one woman in the world they couldn't live without. 3 men and a baby.
Yes!
Amazing.
That's perfect.
All right.
Yeah.
There was no creepy boy ghost. You didn't put it in the
No,
boy
I couldn't
ghost.
get the boy ghost in there.
If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, go watch 3 Men and a Baby. There's a creepy little boy ghost that hangs out in the corner. Have you not seen it?
You've never seen the 3 Men and a Baby ghost? Welcome to the
Shut
3
your
Men and a
mouth.
Baby after show.
That set was haunted. There was a ghost caught on film.
Yeah, it wasn't just a PA standing there holding coffee.
Yeah, definitely
He
not.
did commit suicide or something, right?
Yeah, that's
Go look it up. So sad.
all right. So Krypton, we watched the show.
Yes, we did.
Some first thoughts. Tony,
Valerie?
lead us up. Oh, Valerie, lead us up.
Cool, thanks. What did I think? There's just still so much setup.
Yep.
And I'm just like, I want there to be some action. Like, I mean, the bug in the ear was cool and it's super gross.
That fight.
The fight, but the fight lasted like all of 5 seconds.
Yeah.
It was like, hey, don't beat up on him. I'm gonna beat up on him, and then that was kind of it. I'm real bummed we didn't get to see the face behind those abs.
Yeah.
The voice of Rao.
We
Come
did
on.
get to see some amazing abs.
Yeah.
And no face.
Listen, us bitches on the Krypton panel are thirsty. We need to see some faces. So, what did you think?
Yeah, I honestly, I kind of just started to say what the fuck a lot because it was like setup, but then for what? And what does this all mean? And obviously there are things like Black Zero. What is that? We were even talking about like clearly it's like this enemy of the state terrorist cell, or at least that's what we've been told, but we still don't really understand what that really means because we still don't really understand the full power structure of Kandor and how are they threatening, Kandor and their political system. I don't know. They just keep on talking about Black Zero and it's like, what are you talking about?
And I want to know too, with like when they made the little girl Ona, one of the creepy cloaked women, I'm curious as to how they get the words on their face. Like how that happens.
You think that should be explored?
I would like to know. Like, if she doesn't
Anything.
have any, but they all do. So, like, are they tattoos? Like, what are they?
I don't know.
You know?
It would be weird if it's a tattoo because if like the thing shifts over it, you're screwed. It'd be nice if it's like marker. You could just
They just
fix
do that every day.
Yep.
Just
Like if you outgrow, does that mean I don't know.
no.
Or maybe they do it to each other as a practical joke, where you're just writing penis on everyone and
Kryptonian.
Kryptonian on their faces.
It could be. I was not able to do any translations this week. I think we should just say it is.
Okay, I think that's fair.
Yeah, they don't. I don't know. They just kind of seem to always be going from one scene to the next, but they never really explain fully what the hell they're doing.
Yeah.
So, what are you doing over there?
Eric is just slowly hovering.
Am I on screen?
No.
No, exactly.
No, you were a minute. I'll take it. I really, although I did not like the episode as a whole because it was obviously a 2-parter, and therefore they just stretched a bunch of stuff out that didn't need to be stretched out.
Yeah.
But the beats that were there, I thought it was great. When everyone hates Seg, like the mom doesn't like him, and then Deb finally shows some emotion, gets in there.
Yeah, that was nice.
I liked the. You almost get to see Black Zero, but you don't, so I didn't like that. And then the kid, the dude with the abs, and then that was cool.
Yeah, but what was
Spoiler
that about?
free.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like they're
We'll find
kidnappers.
out
It's like,
next
we're not Black
episode.
Zero. Who are you?
Right.
Doesn't matter. We're not Black Zero.
Yeah.
I mean, you're right. They need to establish Black Zero. We've said that before. Like, it's just not a formidable enemy if you're like, I don't know. What do they do? I don't know. The guy blew
It's
his
a
arm off.
boogeyman.
Yeah.
Yeah, you really don't. I mean, they could be made up by the government. You don't know.
It totally feels like that. It's just
Like
like
the
this
Illuminati.
boogeyman.
Yeah.
Yes, like the Illuminati. Yes. Thank you, Eric. Kelly?
Well, it really seems like this show is kind of losing its plot a little bit. I feel like each episode... I felt like in the beginning it did.
Right.
Personally, I felt like it did. And then recently the episodes slowly turn into a lot of nothing. So would I call this a complete episode with an engaging
Wait,
plot?
are you talking about this show or Krypton?
Krypton. I'm talking about Krypton.
Krypton?
Krypton.
Thanks for having support on this, Eric. Bye.
We should not have given him a rolly
Why
chair.
would you do that?
It's a great idea. It's a great idea. Give Eric a rolly chair.
You guys should give support in the chat to Eric.
Yes.
Eric's the rolly chair guy.
Yeah.
Eric's the real superhero here.
Are we good? You want to move on to our next?
Yeah, why not?
Why don't we take a look at? We have a very special trivia question from the Superman homepage. We're gonna check that out. It's in there.
Hi guys, Steve Eunice here from supermanhomepage.com. My trivia question for this week is, in what comic book did Superman's Kryptonian father Jor-El first appear in? Hopefully Jodie agrees with my answer this week.
Hey!
What do we hear?
Oh, shit.
Oh,
Is that
yeah. Oh, wow. Okay.
Yo. What do you think? You want to eat or drink first?
I think we should probably eat first.
Oh, see, you would say that.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No,
Drinks!
This is going to take
Drinks!
very long.
You're
It's
right.
okay.
Yeah, be quiet.
it
Okay,
will
we're
be.
going to do drinks first.
Okay, you're right.
Because here's the thing. You want to get your buzz on before you eat. So today we're going to do a cocktail called The Many Faces of Rao.
Okay.
Which is also known as an old-fashioned. So we're losing steam here in the drink category.
You
So
still got me at old-fashioned.
I
so,
figured.
Yeah.
So what we're gonna do, and the reason why I chose this drink is because I wanted to pair it with what we're gonna be eating, and so what we're eating is gonna be a little sweet. So I wanted something to be a little bit sweet, but also a little more on the savory side. So we're gonna be doing an old-fashioned, and the first thing you need is a sugar cube right in the bottom of said glass. And I don't know what's happening behind me, and it's really starting to drive me crazy. So we have a sugar cube, then you're going to take some bitters, and you're going to do a couple dashes of that in here. And then you will take your muddler and just kind of have the bitters allow it to kind of drench that sugar cube so it dissolves quickly. And this is the worst surface to be doing.
Wait, I can't see it. It's behind the glass.
This is also like, yeah, there we go. So you're gonna muddle it like that.
Now it's pretty.
So you can put it in there, and then you can add. I requested oranges, but we sent boys to the store, so we got.
Cuties?
Those are cuties. Cuties are not oranges.
Clementine.
No. This is the most bachelor old-fashioned you have ever seen. This is a single dude.
I am married.
That's a dad.
Made
That's
like
a dad.
Married. That's a dad move.
Literally, it made in a plastic cup.
Is that Halo?
So yeah. So we're gonna just muddle that in here and pretend like it's an orange slice, and put that in.
I'm married father. That's what that is.
Married father. Okay. Well, we're gonna put that in there. We're going to add some ice that I'm grabbing with my hand because I'm a goddamn heathen. We're gonna put that in there, and we're gonna take a couple of ounces of bourbon or whiskey, depending on your preference, or rye. We're gonna put that in there.
That wasn't me.
I can't tell if each boing is like you want me to add more liquor or what.
Yeah.
You can take a bar spoon and you will be. Can you do me a favor? Can you hold this glass? Sure. It's plastic, so it doesn't stay. And then you'll just twirl it around in there, and that'll mix up the sugar.
Our chat asks, where do you buy a muddler?
Oh, well, you can get that at any alcoholic store, like a Bevmo will have one. They're not very expensive, especially if you get like one of the wooden ones.
It's a hammer.
Yeah, they're only a couple of bucks.
It's a hammer.
Yeah, a hammer. And that's pretty much it. This might. I'm curious to see how this is with the Halo Cutie or whatever the hell this is in here. You and I. Well, we knew who was going to try it first. Okay.
Yeah, that's a halo.
Yep. And the best part is this is the time where I'll be making enough for everybody when we have the worst version of this drink. So Tony, you keep on keeping on while I make the rest of these drinks.
So while she's finishing up drinks, we're going to be now talking about the food. And like always, we're only going to be relying on 5 ingredients, okay? So all we need are 8 ounces of salted mini pretzels, a cup, or really 2 sticks of unsalted butter. So the unsalted butter is going to be labeled, all right? So all you just need to make sure is that it says unsalted. However, if you've got your own dietary preferences, go ahead and get whatever butter you want. We also need to make sure that we have brown sugar. Yes, butter and brown sugar. We are going to be making toffee, so that's important. We also need to make sure that we have 1.5 cups of chocolate chips and 1/2 cup of salted peanuts that are chopped. So just these little guys right here that you usually get whenever you're held hostage on an airplane. That's important. All right, so first things first, set your oven, preheat that to 350. Then you're gonna go ahead and prep your baking pan. And you need to make sure that you got parchment paper, this little parchment sheet here.
Ooh, parchment paper.
Yeah, it's fancy. You can get it anywhere, you really can. It's right next to the foil. You cannot use foil. Toffee will stick to that, so very important, do not use foil. Jody, do not use the goddamn foil.
Jody, don't use foil.
I don't look.
This is why, because you would use foil.
I would.
Yeah,
I would burn down the house.
All right, so what you don't need to prep it. All you just need to make sure is that you have parchment paper. You're gonna go ahead, take your bag of pretzels, and you're gonna spread that all over the sheet. And while that is done, you're gonna go ahead and take your butter and your brown sugar, bring that to a boil in a pot, stir it, and you're just gonna do that for about 8 minutes. I know that sounds like a long time. It's really not. Remember, you do have guests, so you're trying to actually stay away from them because you hate social interaction. So once we're done heating up our little toffee mixture. Once we're done with that, we're gonna pour that over the pretzels, okay? So what that is gonna look like.
Ooh, is there a before and an after?
There is a before and after.
Ooh.
Because I'm prepared, and by I'm prepared, I mean Heather is prepared. Thank you, Heather.
Thanks, Heather. We can't wait for her to let us eat.
I know. So once we're done with that, we're actually gonna pop this into the oven. We're gonna pop that into the oven for 5 minutes, okay? Once we're done with that, bring that out of the oven. And what you're gonna do is go ahead and add your chocolate chips. Just put that everywhere indiscriminately. Same thing with your peanuts. Oh God.
I found that to one corner.
Did you wash your hands?
Yeah.
Do you really care?
Yeah,
Eric.
He almost got upset that Jody sipped his beverage.
So then you're gonna pop this into the oven just for 1 more minute, because all you really need to do is just make sure the chocolate is melted. Once the chocolate is melted, all you need to do is just go ahead, take a spatula. Do not use your hands, my dear God. Do not use your hands. Jody, do not use your effing hands. You totally would, and you would burn yourself.
Absolutely.
Oh my God, don't do that. And all you're gonna do is just spread the chocolate all over.
Yeah.
Make sure that it's evenly spread out. You're gonna pop that into the fridge. You only need to set it in the fridge for about a couple of hours. Again, you're trying to really maximize this time away from your friends. This is a really, really
You
good
have
thing.
really
to make.
terrible
I
friends.
do. They're not great. Save me. This is
Jezza
a really
wants
great
some.
thing to make the day before, in case you actually do want to hang out with your friends, because you have nice friends. I'm sure you do. Well, yeah.
It's up for debate.
See, yeah. And then, what that is actually going to look like
Yeah, let's taste
is.
it.
Who put all this shit underneath here?
Do you need some assistance?
I think I'm alright.
All right. I'm gonna keep doing these.
This is what the finished product looks like.
Ooh.
Do you want to try it?
Yeah, I want to try
Okay,
it.
go for it, because I tried your drink.
Oh, girl, I get to taste test this first. Let me get my greasy little paws all over one of these. So there's toffee.
Mm-hmm. The great thing about this is, though, is
There's
like,
no nuts, right? I have a peanut allergy.
Oh my God.
I'm just kidding.
Oh. We're about to get an EpiPen stat.
As this light is flashing, like the police have been notified, ambulance is on its way. Oh.
like I was saying, you could actually, if you have allergies.
Yeah, you know what? I'm the example of an asshole
you
friend.
can change your recipe however you need to. You can change out the peanuts for other peanuts, other kinds of nuts.
Other
if you want
peanuts?
to.
Other penises?
Yes,
Peanuts,
like I
peanuts.
said. Yes, it's exactly what I said. You can use gluten-free ingredients. You can even make it a vegan recipe. If you're partying with Magali and Melendez, you can do that. This was awesome. Thank you so much.
Josh.
Cheers. Jody, back to you.
Thanks. I guess we'll come back to us at some point. There we are.
Wait, should I just kill this in a bit?
Yeah, go over there. You guys missed the best part is when she did the peanut allergy, everyone in the room lost their shit. It was like everyone had a heart attack at once. No one knew what to do. People
No
were
joke,
grabbing,
I have had that happen to me.
scrambling for EpiPens.
I've had a friend who has a coconut allergy.
Kelly, do you
She
want one?
ordered she ordered spicy shrimp at a restaurant. They gave her coconut shrimp.
Oh my God.
And her throat started to close up.
Eric, do you want
Did
one?
That was
she
fun.
carry an EpiPen with her?
She left it in the car.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
So-
bring that in here.
Can you tell me that she survived?
She is survived.
Step
However,
in real quick.
the same friend, we were bridesmaids in a wedding, and one of the little like horses was like some kind of like coconut thing, and the staff was warned like, hey, we have people here that have coconut allergies, so they were well aware. She still managed to get coconut somehow into her food, so we literally missed half the reception because we were literally just shoveling Robitussin into her mouth and making sure that she didn't die.
Yikes.
So yeah, and
Her allergy is severe.
yeah, man, coconut, it's a killer.
It's really strong. We need
By
more
the way,
of
this
those.
is great. Thank you so much,
Wait, are
Heather.
we waiting
Yeah, everybody give it up for Heather.
Yeah, give it up for Heather.
Did we
tasty.
get her a
Thanks
drink?
for thanks
Yeah,
for
we did.
fatty no friends over here with all of the damn Brussels.
Well, I have, technology to worry about.
Oh, that's really good.
Oh, Mr. Drinking bourbon neat. You know
Yeah,
what?
seriously.
I'm sorry. Do the cuties not do it for you?
You have more.
This is basically
Usually,
pure bourbon, right?
listen,
There's sugar, bitters, and
usually the
I
orange
get
would
it,
help
like,
cut
you.
through that, but since we had such
there's-
tiny little...
Yeah, I'm gonna blame it on the cuties.
Well,
That's
usually
great.
they do.
I
Really,
would
like
too.
the orange would cut through the taste and like...
Yeah, normally what you would do is
want to chime in? Did you like it?
No. I drink light beer.
Did you like the brittle?
Oh yeah, that was great.
That was great, he said. All right, so next up, Kelly has a little talk about the capes.
Yes. Okay, so we did not actually mention this yet, and it is closely related to a cosplay aspect. But costume designers on these shows put a lot of detail into the clothing that the characters wear. There's like meaning behind it. So we, and when I say we, I really just mean Jody, put a lot of research into behind the cape that they wear on the show to figure out if it related to some past version of Superman.
A cape, by the way, that, let's be honest, we haven't seen since episode 1.
Yeah, we only got a
Like,
glimpse of it.
we talked about it real heavy in episode 1. It was like a big deal, and then it was just like tossed,
Forgotten.
literally tossed
Maybe
in the
it
background.
disappeared all the way.
But if you had any guesses to which Superman
Christopher Reeve.
character that it related to, what would you guys guess?
Related to? What do you mean? Like,
Whose
So, like,
cape is
if
it?
they based it off a specific genre of Superman, which one?
You mean which iteration?
Which
Yes.
iteration would it be?
I'm on, the
I'd say
answer
most
is always
recent.
Dean Cain for me. So
Okay.
Dean Cain.
Okay. And then what did you say?
I said
Polly?
the most recent.
Most recent one. Eric, you're saying Christopher Reeve.
Christopher Reeve, yeah.
Jody, do you want to say anything even though you did
I
all
mean,
the
I
research?
know the answer, so you
Let's pull up this photo that we have that Jody found.
Emma,
All the credit to
Christopher
Jody.
Reeve.
So on the left is what we've seen. And Jody found out that the only two characters that mostly have a yellow S on their back are the Dean Cain from Lois and Clark and Christopher Reeve.
Oh,
However,
yes.
there's one more small detail that the costume designer added in, and that's that there is a black outline of the letter, and that is only on Christopher Reeve.
Oh,
So, Eric got it right.
I know the most about Superman.
It is most likely that they are kind of favoring the iteration that Christopher Reeve did. So I don't know if that will give us some hints on what's going to happen. Also, we wanted to kind of speculate on the timing of the cape disappearing. So it's kind of hard to tell. It's a little too soon to tell like how much time we have left by like how much has disappeared until now, because we
Yeah.
haven't seen the cape that much.
And also, like we've said, time has no meaning on
It
this
really has
planet.
no meaning.
Seriously,
they
how much
do
time
not
has
care.
gone by
They don't
since-
care. But if you guys like, we don't have an answer for this. But what would you guys
Krypton.
guess of
So
how much
large.
time we have
That was
until Doomsday?
How much
You mean-
time?
Yeah, until the cape disappears and Superman no longer exists.
I'd say 4 more episodes.
Until the show exists or until Superman exists?
Well, both.
Tony?
Yeah.
Same?
Same. Absolutely same.
I think that they are definitely going to try and drag this out for a couple more seasons. So
Oh!
I want to say that they're going. they're
both
hoping.
so offended by that.
How dare you?
They're hoping that it'll last a
back
couple more
together?
seasons.
I mean, like, maybe.
I don't know if you guys
keep
know this,
breaking
but
up
over the
and
break
getting
they
together,
broke
yeah.
up.
We
and I
did.
think they just got back together.
But I'm gonna
There's a
guess
reason.
that the time frame that they're expecting for all this to happen is about 6 months showtime, which obviously is gonna take freaking damn ever because nothing ever happens.
It feels like in Showtime it's only been like
A
2
day?
days.
Yeah.
That's what. This can't have happened in only 2 days, though.
I'm just saying that's what in my mind it
I
feels
would
like.
say like a week.
You got a week left until that tape's
No,
gone?
I'm saying
Oh,
like
it's been a week?
Oh, it's been a week.
since the show started.
How long do you
yeah.
think they have left?
Like 3 or 4 years.
What's great too is how like kids age so fast, so I don't think they'd be able to drag it out over a couple of
No,
seasons because
no.
Ona would just be like
Yeah.
a grown ass woman.
Oh, you think she's gonna keep being in the show? I think they just wrote her out.
Oh, you
Yeah.
think so?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess not. I guess she'll be in it.
They'll
No,
just do
you
like
can't.
on Growing Pains when they've got like a new
They just
Chrissy.
get a new child.
Yeah.
New
Or she's the new Becky, like from Roseanne.
Oh no, she'll disappear like Corey Matthews' little sister. She like literally disappeared for like 6 years,
Yeah, they'll just like she went
And
to,
then come back and
she
she's
went
older?
to school.
Yeah.
She went to a nunnery.
Oof.
and they're like, "Where were you?" And she's like, "In my room."
Oh,
That's
funny.
a real line. That's a real line.
Oh, that's
Check that shit
amazing.
out.
Yeah, they'll do that probably.
Yeah.
Or they just won't mention it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Well, speaking of new stuff, because that's a solid transition, we actually have some outtakes that we got from Sci-Fi. These have not been seen before. They're Adam Strange outtakes from the show.
Oh, cool.
Can we roll that? Yeah, let's see
Roll the clip.
My name is Adam Strange. Someone from the future is coming to destroy Krypton. Because your grandson becomes the greatest hero.
Creepy
in the
hologram, baby.
Batman. No, he is the greatest hero in the universe. Wolverine. Wonder Woman. No, it's 2018. Get with the times. He looks so cool in the trailer. Little Batman.
Is that your mask?
Are you sure? Because
This all belongs to Jody.
this franchise makes a ton of money.
Not a joke. This is all stuff I had on hand.
Neville Longbottom.
Yes.
Neville.
Marty McFly.
Yes.
Come on, we're stealing everything else from that movie. Because your grandson becomes the greatest hero in the universe. Superman. Superman. Stuperman. Because your grandson becomes the greatest hero in the universe. Superman.
You got there eventually.
Yes, we did. That's we did this. All right.
I wonder why they took all those out. Those are some pretty good clips.
Maybe they'll use them later.
Yeah, just throw them in there.
I think that was fake.
Oh my god.
All right. The good, the bad, and the meh.
Well,
I'll start. The good, I thought the beating up of Seg-El every time someone had a chance to take a shot at them, they did. The mom, Dev-Em, and it was good. Those were like good sequences. We finally got to see Dev-Em step up. The bad was the fact that anything to do with the trial. Really? Oh, I'll also go back.
the whole
The good was
episode?
like the machinations of I know I say that a lot. Of Nissa.
Nissa, yes.
All of her like
She's
little
wonderful.
movements. I loved her. Yeah.
I love her.
Would you guys say she's the best one on the show?
This episode.
I think she's the best actor on the show.
Oh, really?
Or
Period.
one of them.
Shayna's pretty good in this episode because they finally allow her to be human
Yep.
as opposed to just disapproving mom.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I was saying. Like, I felt she stole most of the scenes. 'Cause
Yeah.
She was like, hey, don't listen to your boyfriend anymore. He's just messing shit up for you.
Yeah.
Like, I liked her a lot.
She's not wrong.
Nope.
But yeah.
What about that little girl? Big actress.
Yeah, she's great.
I find it funny
I'm
that
pretty sure her tears are fake.
yeah, a couple of eye droppers in there.
Yeah.
I think it's funny that the what is the word I'm looking for? The comparison, I guess that's not it, but close enough. How you don't see the face of Rao, but you see his chest, and then with Nissa, you see her face, but not her chest when they show her from the back. And she gets all naked, and it's like, not fair. You know what I mean?
I thought they passed a law. Wait, hold on. That now women can go topless.
What? On TV or just in general?
No, just in general. You can't get arrested for going topless.
Oh, you mean like the nipple's been free?
That's in New York. That's in New York.
Oh, New York only?
That's in New York.
They shoot this in Canada.
New York is so progressive.
No, Belfast.
You're Belfast. You're Bell slow. Yes.
I have a mean one, but I won't say
Do it. Let's hit it.
All
Let's
right,
go.
your Bell's palsy.
You thought you knew. You saw
I
it.
said I knew she was going to say that.
I did not see that coming.
Terrible person.
This is why.
So sorry.
This push and pull between us. That's why.
That's it. It's doing it. All right, Tony. The good, the bad, and the meth.
The good, the bad, and the meh. I mean, okay, I did like the fact that we're finally getting into what we suspected the show was going to be about, which is the political landscape of Krypton. It was supposed to be this Kryptonian Game of Thrones kind of drama, which was going to be really cool because it's like, yeah, let's actually get into this instead of just always wondering, oh no, who's going to end up pregnant? Because, I mean, we know who's going to end up pregnant. They're not going to
have 2 kids.
Which is possible.
It's got to be Nyssa that ends up pregnant.
No, I think they're
But
going to
it's
introduce
not
a
okay.
third person.
Do you
I'm on
honestly
his- I'm on
see
his
that
side.
Nyssa and Seg are going to have sex? You have to assume that they still have to have sex, though, right?
Okay.
Or is it just a thing
I don't
where they
think
just
she's really
throw like the
interested
DNA into a petri dish and then it's like
I think
Kryptonian
that's
baby?
what they do.
They do it. I would believe it. And then the baby's born?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what my mom told me.
Possible, very possible. Okay, so yeah, all right. But either way, we still know that that Jor-El has to happen. So we know that somebody somewhere is getting pregnant with Jor-El.
Yes, you're right.
Who is that going to be? I wonder.
I think
any of the ones we've seen.
I think you're right.
You think they're going to introduce somebody else?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Really? Yeah. You don't think it's going to be Lyda?
Well, we know. Here's
what.
Well,
Jor-El is married to Lore Vaughn. So there's a Lore and a Vaughn that need to exist in this world somewhere that can also be kicked up to that, Would that mean incest? If your mom... Yeah.
See, again, they don't explain any of this on this show. And it's like, these are the things that nerdy people want to know. So, yeah.
what if Ona grows up to be like real hot and then that's...
Well, will she still be evil?
Yes. Well, no, she's a nun now. She can't.
Oh,
yeah. So, sorry.
No, they can have sex on Krypton.
Nuns can?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Eric's
It's
an
like
expert.
the opposite.
No.
I've noticed that they don't really have a lot of talk about a religion or one true God on this.
Yeah, it's just Rao, the
planet.
will of Rao, the
Yeah.
voice of Rao, and may Rao do
So are
this
the
and do that
nuns
for
the
you.
ladies with the things on their faces?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Well, what did they call it? They didn't even
I don't
say.
even know.
The witnesses or something.
Yeah.
The nun. Yeah, I didn't catch a name for them.
Yeah, I didn't either.
The ladies.
Yeah.
The nuns.
Yeah, the nuns.
Yeah.
Krypton nuns. Okay, great. And again, we don't understand what the hell that means, but all right, cool, rolling with it. So yeah, that's the bad, just because nobody ever explains anything. The meh, I mean, the fucking interrogation scene. Like, seriously, dude?
It's so bad.
Really? Space bugs? Like, you're not even gonna like inflict any real physical damage to him?
That's true.
And it probably wasn't even...
And it went on forever, and then for what?
Just so he can escape and be in the snow, I guess.
Because we haven't seen that before.
Hey,
No.
remember when you said
Back
it was
to my
an
drink.
off?
Yeah. Yeah, I did. I remember that. I was yeah.
Who else still has to do their good, bad, and meh? Is that you, or did you already went?
Well, I don't know. I'm just like it's tough to watch because you keep waiting for stuff to happen and then it just doesn't. So, and I'm just curious too. Like now that there's going to be some sort of mutiny, where like the Nyssa and her dad are like trying to overthrow Rao and all that. So it's like, who the fuck is? It's like no one is really explained. Like no one knows what Rao is or any religious background to it. Nobody knows who Black Zero is. So there's all these components that it's like, why don't they like each other? What does Rao believe that Black Zero doesn't believe, and why do they have like an argument. Aside from the fact that it's like a class war between the guild, and the rankless. Like, what else is it?
Yeah.
Plus, it's not going to even be Rao anymore because it's like the alien bugs or whatever.
Right.
Which was like, I think the only part that I was just like, yes,
finally
absolutely, finally something.
Yeah.
And that makes sense as to like why everybody is going to probably eventually team up in order to like actually take out the voice.
Yeah,
of
they're
Rao.
going to have to.
But it's like, I have no idea other than just the ambition of the Vex family why they would want to go ahead and like start this coup.
Yeah.
Well, because they just want power.
Yeah, but that can't be it. They have to, but they somehow have to believe that they would be a better leader. As to why, like, why is the voice of Rao such a shitty leader in their opinion?
Oh, yeah.
So back to happier times.
Yep.
I'll go. Well, my good for this episode is going to be Nyssa, because I think she was really the only positive.
She's great.
part
She's
of
always great.
This particular episode. My meh is the plot, I guess, of where this series is going. And then I think my bad is going to be... It's hard because usually I hate on Adam Savage and he wasn't really in this much. But you know what?
Yeah,
I'm just going to hate on him in this episode. So
Adam Savage?
Yeah.
From Mythbusters?
Yeah.
You're right. Adam Savage was not in this episode.
Adam Strange.
Yeah.
No, but they said he was Doctor Strange. And
He made a Doctor Strange joke.
Yeah.
True.
But no.
Yeah, that's my bad.
Everybody knew that.
Regardless
Doctor
of whether he
Strange
shows up or
and
not.
Adam Strange were different guys.
Yes, we all knew that.
Nerds.
Speaking of nerds,
Ooh.
we had a clip that we've been sitting on for a while.
Really?
Yeah, we couldn't get Jarrell in the studio today.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. I forgot the device that like brings him. So, but we do have a clip. This is great. That hashtag show actually brought Jarrell.
Wait, I thought the plastic tubes. They're right over there.
No, they're not.
No, they're not.
No, because those are plastic tubes. What we need are crystals.
There you go.
Yeah,
Thank you, Valerie. Anyway, that hashtag show brought Jarrell to WonderCon a little bit ago, and we had the footage, and I think now's the time to show it.
Oh, jeez.
So this is
Roll the clip.
Yeah.
this is a black screen, but it's really close to
It's so dark in here.
It's really close to what actually happened. Black
Look at this definition. This is beautiful.
Wow, we've never looked better.
We nailed this segment.
It's like old time radio.
Jarrell, are you there?
Clip clock. Oh, let me get down from
We'll just interview Jarrell in the dark.
Something's not right.
Okay, that's weird.
It's coming.
It's coming?
Is it?
Yeah, it's not your screen.
Is it?
It's us.
But is it whale coming?
Oh! Is it whale coming? Oh!
Hey! Oh my God, what happened?
Oh no.
Hey, it's your old buddy Jarrell here at the Anaheim Convention Center for WonderCon 1996. Or whatever year it is. 2018? Oh shit. I haven't seen this many windowless cargo vans since that To Catch a Predator reunion show. There's a big push for my grandfather's new show, which is what a big turd like this needs. I'm kidding, it's great, I love it. A fitting tribute to the man who let his home planet get blown up to smithereens. Hello, everybody. Welcome to my panel, the Jor-El AMA. We must be a little early, right? No? Right on time? Well, that's a punch in the old sunstones.
You suck.
No, actually, you suck. Still undefeated. That backpack looks a little light. Is it full of the numbers that you didn't get from the girls you were too scared to talk to? Excuse me, do you sell any of my, Jor-El's merchandise or Funko Pops?
What are you talking about? Show's over. Sunday.
No, the show's over for you.
Good.
Excuse me, sir. Do you have any portraits of the greatest scientific mind Krypton has ever seen? Jor-El? Oh, no, you're saying I didn't make the wall of perpetual virginity? Oh, shoot. Excuse me, do you have any Gundam Jor-Els? Or anything with, like, Robotech nudity?
No. Why would I do that?
Oh, ha, you won't be laughing when your parents see this and realize you got fired from your Disney Cruise Line job. Do you have any comics that star Jor-El?
No, I cannot put Jor-El in the book. No Krypton, no Smallville, no Superman, no.
What? Why not? You're making a big mistake. The fans demanded I'll get you for this. Can you do a portrait of me, but with big boobs? You don't like some tig old biddies. Well, that was a depressing look at the youth of tomorrow. So that's it for me. Signing up from WonderCon. Which, if you're curious, is a lot like a Comic-Con, but only if Comic-Con was one of those kids who got kicked in the head by a horse and then he had to wear a helmet the rest of his life.
That Jor-El.
Oh, Jor-El.
What a national treasure.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, you got stuff all over your laptop.
Oh shit,
What
you need a
are
thing
you
to clean
doing?
that up?
Probably.
Here,
Yeah.
you can use this gross.
Use this gross.
Earlier,
chocolate into it.
Tony opened up her laptop and she goes, "There's food all over it, don't look at it!" And now there's literally old-fashioned all over it.
And that's their meet cute.
It was.
And from there it
It's
was
their
love.
meet
It
cute.
was.
Oh, Boy Blue
Be
has
nice
some,
to your stepmother, okay?
an update to this topless thing.
Ooh.
Yes.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. So
Utah,
yes.
Tennessee, and Indiana, it's illegal to be topless, but other states are totally for it. Oh my goodness.
Fuck, dude.
God damn it.
Eric got a hold of an air horn.
Who put that there?
Such a dangerous studio.
Who did it?
Off the rails.
I've been here the whole time.
He hasn't moved. It couldn't have been him. So Boy Blue does have a question. He says, so Black Zero is literally black. No, apparently
No,
not.
I don't think
Apparently
that's
that's
him.
not Black Zero. Like, it's not the organization or the person known as Black
Yeah.
Zero. We don't even know. Is
That
Black
would've been
Zero a
pretty
person?
racist.
Okay,
Or is
so
it- or is it-
in the comics, Black Zero is an organization, a terrorist organization on Krypton. They're actually responsible for starting the chain reaction that would later destroy it in the comics continuity. Well, the old comics continuity. And then there is a villain named Black Zero.
Okay.
But it's not like
Okay.
you know.
So yes to both?
Well, in this continuity, no. In this continuity, it seems that Black Zero is a terrorist organization run by Jaxer. We know Jaxer is a character. She's played by a Game of Thrones actress. She was the nun. Remember in Game
Yes.
of Thrones, that nun that tortures?
Oh,
She's-
the one that tortures Cersei?
Yes.
She's Jaxor.
Shame.
And Jaxor is normally...
Shame.
Yeah.
Shame.
Jaxor is normally a dude, and we've gender bent him. So, yes, supposedly Black Zero exists as an organization, but
Gender
we
fluid.
don't... It is a gender fluid organization. But we don't
2018.
know anything else. Hopefully, maybe next episode they'll bring her
Okay.
in. I don't know.
All
We'll
right. Okay.
see. Do you want to do our live list?
Yeah, why not?
All right. So this episode's live list, I wanted to do the various Superman ripoffs
Yeah.
that have ever been. So this is the live list, the top 4 categories of Superman ripoffs. Each one of us took a certain category. We've got our favorites from each section. So the first one is toys. Can we throw up the toys image, please? There it is. If you'll notice in
What?
the
Special.
Why?
yes, in the
It's
well,
so
well,
great.
let's go one by one. Don't get
Oh my
excited.
God.
The top right, the top right there is superhero from wait, is that right?
Top left.
Top left.
Top left. Sorry,
Yes.
I'm reading this wrong. Top left is superhero from Fun School. That's not Play School.
Oh my God.
That's Fun School.
Oh my god.
Next to him is my personal favorite, Special Man.
Special Man.
It's a great box.
What is that? Something he's holding, or is that just a reflection?
That's just a reflection.
Okay. Not his own piece of
Special Man has his own
But does he
reflection.
have like little like Lego hands? Is that
Yeah,
what's
it
happening?
I guess
Or
so.
it's
oh,
that's-
it does look like Lego
Yeah.
hands.
In the
What's he
top
supposed to hold?
right is my next.
He's
in
got
line.
a horse?
Yeah.
Why?
It's Super Heroic Man, who rides a
Super-
horse. Super Heroic Man.
Look at those long locks.
And if you can't read the thing there, it says, thundering across the plains, the dark and powerful figure of Superman leads the charge against outlaws in untamed and lawless territories. He rides on a fierce black stallion.
You're not Zorro.
And
How are they
brings
outlaws
justice
if there's no
with
law?
a quick slash of a sword or crack of the whip. Bandits beware. Dark Rider Superman is hot on your trail.
You are appropriating the legacy of Zorro.
Yes.
Okay, they call him Super Heroic Man and then switch to Superman.
Right.
I have a question.
Yes.
Do you own all these toys?
I do not. I would love
damn it.
these. All right, our next one is a great one because it's apparently Batman.
Oh, he gets
It's
guns.
just labeled Batman.
Is that the
and
Batman
he's got
Beyond
some-
logo that's behind him?
It is the Batman Beyond logo, that's correct. And then there's just some super guns up in there.
Some super guns. Wait, what's that left? Is that like a missile launcher?
The final one is our...
This is amazing.
Is
so
the
good.
famous, everyone knows these, it's the Sense of Right Alliance.
Yes.
The Sense of Right Alliance.
Yes.
Which, if you don't know, stars a blue car.
It's like a Hot Wheels.
It is supposed to be
Like a car.
No, shut up.
the main guy.
This is Lightning McQueen.
Yeah, it's Lightning
It's
McQueen,
supposed
but
to be
blue.
Lightning McQueen.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, it's supposed to be Lightning McQueen.
With the
a
Rusty's
power-
logo, yes.
A Power Ranger.
At least they picked the blue one. That one's my favorite.
Oh, I'm glad.
Wait,
and then Superman with his sleeves rolled. Like, that's the catch. He's like,
He's done with your
no,
shit.
paint that Superman.
Wait a second.
Yeah, wait, you guys.
Especially
I'm
racist.
down to business.
Casual chilling out.
Yeah.
Batman, Spider-Man, and of course, no superhero team is complete without Shrek. That's Shrek right there.
Does he have a beard?
I don't.
Yeah, it looks like he has a
Wait,
beard.
you know, wait, hang on. I feel like we have to really
Batman has a
look
peak.
at the packaging, though.
Yeah,
so good.
check it
Because
out.
from
Can you
left to
zoom
right
in?
is, it's like,
Lightning McQueen.
yeah, Lightning McQueen,
Yep.
Superman, Donkey from Shrek, Shrek, Mr. Incredible, Spider-Man. Oh, God, who is that? Is that?
I think that's Spider-Man and Dark.
Yeah, I
like,
think
Dark
that's Dark Spider-Man.
Oh, my God.
I think it's just him in shadow.
Yeah, and then
What is
a
that?
Power Ranger with a
What's
gun,
this right
with like a
here?
Nerf gun.
Is that the Ninja Turtles up there?
Yeah, that's the
Yes,
Ninja
and
Turtles.
it's the fucking
Oh my
Ninja
God.
Turtles right next to
Who's
Batman.
Who's that?
Is that?
You got a blue face. Is that Beast from X-Men?
That looks like Rocksteady.
Yeah, it could be Rocksteady in the background. You're right.
Super chat! What up,
Oh, we got a
Larry?
super
Thank
chat?
you so much.
Hey!
Hey, Larry.
Larry's like, yo,
Thank
look
you,
real
Larry.
sad. What's going on?
So that was my part of the list was the rip-off toys. Next up is
Hang
Etsy
on.
and
Hang on.
we have a comment.
Yeah, from Jody's dad. Jody's dad says that Shrek looks just like Jody.
Aw, that's
Thanks, Dad.
True.
Yeah.
Are we dating now?
No. That's how it works.
All right, next up is Etsy and eBay. Who had that?
I did. Okay,
You
so
put the drink on your phone?
Yeah, I can't. She's a monster. I'm gonna have a fucking stroke in
Can I have
this
some
chair.
more
Did you
peanut
just
brittle?
break up again?
explain why we broke up in the first place.
I don't know. Sex?
Tony
Yes, I did.
has a little bit of a put in your passcode because I'm not that type of girlfriend. Tony.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. What, you're gonna show them?
Yeah. I'm
Oh my
show
God.
them a fucking monster. Look at all these. They're fucking. Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Yeah, that's why we're breaking up. Because you don't answer your texts.
I'm sorry. The 129 voicemails were really what kicked her over. I'm really, really sorry. But back to the list. Yes. So,
Etsy and eBay.
yes. So on Etsy and eBay, my favorite place for arts and crafts, there are an assortment of Superman crafts. You can get all sorts of wonderful things. We want to go ahead and throw up that picture there for me real quick. Yes. So, what fandom is complete without their very own themed bong?
I need all these.
Yeah.
However, I should note that you can't actually search for Superman bong. You have to actually search for pipe because, classy. Also, for the discerning female Superman fan, you can go ahead and get the S across your boobs. Because, of course, that's where you would need it.
I feel like that'd be more suited for Wonder Woman.
Yeah, but if Jody were a
I'm
female,
sure there's a Wonder Woman
I'm
version out
sure
there.
Jody would be
Yeah.
like, I need my boobs to be supported. What
By
better way?
Superman.
Yes. Exactly.
What's this if Jody was a female? 42 triple
If Jody were somebody who had boobs, and Jody does not have boobs.
Boobs.
I do want to bring your attention over to the item that's over in the bottom right. If you're just like, oh, how cute, it's crocheted and it looks adorable, I should point out that this is the one and only hand knitted willy warmer, also known as a penis cozy, also known as a cocksock.
Cocksock.
And you can get this hand-knitted piece of fandom for only $20.
Oh, what a deal.
I make those. It's in my Etsy store.
That's Jezzer's.
That's Jezzer's?
That's from Jezzer's Etsy
Yeah,
store.
so Jezzer will spend a weekend and just go ahead and knit you this nice little, what do you call this, an accessory?
I have a
Like got
question.
the S on it and everything.
I have a question.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is it a one size fits all?
I have to imagine that.
Send in your measurements.
Oh, you have to send in your measurements.
Thanks, Jezzer.
Yes,
We'll be
thank
submitting
you.
orders to you.
Yes, so thank you very much. And that's all I've really got. Those are my favorite things off of Etsy.
All right.
Yeah.
Next.
Do you want me to just hand you the plate? Because I can. What? You want to just pass you the plate?
Just give him the plate. Or make him roll over here and get it. I wish you could hear him chomping. He's like,
They might be able to.
he sounds like a little pug eating it.
That's the perfect description.
Well, it's very crispy.
What does that have to do with anything?
Well, next up on our lists of mock-ups is foreign movies, international films that most likely did not have the rights to use any of this stuff in these films.
Rights mean
And
nothing.
I'm going to start off with one that you've probably seen all over Facebook or the internet in general, and it is Da Re Dil. It is from 1988. It is a Bollywood film, and it is also the first ever Marvel DC crossover film without permission, of course. But we do have a photo of it, or no, video. We have a video. So let's throw to that video, which I'm guessing you might have seen it.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Again, they repurposed the set from The Price is Right. 100%.
This is great. You know what? They actually have a female as Spider-Man, which is like
That's nice.
years before when we had females in here.
I like his.
Yeah, what is it? This is a very pronounced S across his
This is
entire
great.
torso. Wow.
See, I'm just gonna applaud that because they did a good job, even though they did it without permission. The next foreign movie I want to bring up is Superman Don Yuor. I probably pronounced that wrong, but it is a 1979 Turkish film, also known as Superman Returns. We have 3 clips of this one.
no.
First one is of a
they're all
pretty
together.
amazing fight sequence. Can we just introduce them
Yeah,
now?
go.
Or okay,
Yeah, just do
I don't
it.
want to spoil the surprise.
Oh, no.
The next one we have is Superman abusing his powers, and the third one is the wrong origin story. I don't know. They just decided to wing it and do whatever they wanted with Superman.
So. He's a handsome Superman.
Look at how strong he is.
He's very tall.
What a jerk.
He's like a
Look
young.
at this master
Arthur, look
height
Watch out,
choreography.
under there.
He's like a young Herman Munster.
He keeps on wrist slapping everybody.
What was he staring at? Just the wall?
So you hit with the wrist.
Are those really?
Yeah, you
Just
never
where
heard that
there's-
lead with your wrist.
Yes.
Take it on.
There's only
Look at the
what, 8
one.
to 12 metatarsals in there. That's
Oh,
fine.
that took him down?
Okay, so this is the second clip.
This is the second clip.
Okay. Oh no, don't do it.
Don't you dare! Is this from the same?
God damn it!
Dang! At least he had the courtesy to
Hazreti
see
Süleyman'ın
your bathing
zekası.
suit, though.
Yeah, he didn't go too
Herkül'ün
far.
kuvveti.
Yeah.
Atlas'ın
What the
tahammülü.
fuck is
This is a
happening?
nice sweater.
Zeus'un selameti.
Jody, what is happening?
He looks like a sweater from Harry Potter.
Merkür'ün
They got the
sürati.
origin wrong, and they gave it the origin of Shazam or Captain Marvel. Currently
They
in
can say
production,
whatever they want.
by the way.
Hey, it's their movie. They
It
can
is.
do whatever they want with it.
But I do love that they all of a sudden start going into the Captain Marvel origin story. So what? You ready?
It's my turn. And as a surprise to no one, I chose to discuss Superman porn. Because there is some. And also, I just want you to know that the description in this category says porn. Just watch. And really, I feel like we should follow through with that. Roll them clips.
Oh gosh.
Don't worry, there's no nudity. Unfortunately.
Wait, is this animated?
Just watch.
Did they make this their own intro?
Yes.
Shut up.
Oh my god.
It's the eyes. They drew the eyes.
They're like pugs.
No. No.
Why can't we hear it?
Everyone has X's except for Robin. Yeah. Oh, it's Robin X.
There's sound in the file.
It's not playing for some reason.
No!
You're gonna miss the terrible acting.
It's a boob.
Is it a boob?
No.
Wait,
stop
did we
it.
just switch to 300? What's going on here?
No, it's tentacle porn.
Is there really no sound? It's the eyes. They drew.
Oh, it's on here.
No.
Okay.
No, it's not.
Oh.
That's us talking.
Is there?
Dude.
Oh man, you guys, this is some really terrible acting you're missing. It's I don't think it'd be great.
Wait, it's true. We heard the clips earlier, and it's like there's face acting, and then there's reading words in an uncomfortable manner. Which
I
is
also like
basically
that.
what this is.
Even though that's a regular missile, just because it's porn, you're instantly like, oh, that's a dick.
Yeah. Yep.
He's
Is
getting
that a
BJ.
window?
Yes.
I don't have
No. They fucking the Fortress of Solitude?
They everywhere.
What? They have some high quality costumes
That's
on
what I
this.
was.
Yeah,
that is one thing you'll
I'm
notice.
thoroughly impressed with this.
Oh no. No.
Oh, God.
That's
Oh.
not how they. No.
Hey, I don't have my boing buzzer.
Where did you put it?
Yeah, there's a reason.
Oh, it's over there. The blue one.
Actually, this scene totally
didn't
makes
see
sense.
there.
I 100% believe that they cut out a scene where Lois and Soups bang on that rooftop.
Yeah.
This actually plays. This is canon now. Thank you.
Yeah. If you can get the
Oh
audio
wow.
working,
Oh, we're
this
just
is worth
hugging
showing
crotches.
again.
Oh, okay. Yep. And we're massaging.
Oh,
Kryptonian
damn!
crotches. Are
I don't
these
know.
tights translucent?
No, you can't see anything because this was the butt one.
No, like the thighs. The thighs were translucent.
You can get the sound working. We should show that again. If not,
It is pretty great.
Ooh, awkward.
there is a lot of porn out there for superheroes.
So was that all from one specific? No, that's
No.
Jody, if you had to give your own best educated estimate, how much Superman porn is out there?
There's, I had to. There was a lot of downloading going on, and it was like
You downloaded this.
Well, I had to cut the damn thing.
But that was 3 months.
Is that why your
before the
computer's
show.
all fucked up?
I wish.
Oh, that'd be so funny if that's what did it.
No, it went
Did
out.
you
What
never
happened?
get a
Well,
computer?
I was putting together
Is your computer still
Superman
down?
porn.
Yeah.
That's why there's
Ouch.
all that goop on your keyboard.
Oh, god damn it.
It's so gross. Also, there's a chat that just says, "Whoa, Tony."
What? I'm not the one that brought porn, Jody.
You're right. Do we have the ability to do the game show?
Maybe. Yeah.
Oh,
All right. I wanted to try a game show. This will be a first for our show. If this works, maybe we'll do it again.
What do I need?
Are the
God.
files the game show files? Oh no, I don't think.
Oh, no, you didn't give me.
Oh, we don't have the game show files. Then never mind. You can do it.
We could just hit buttons. Here, you guys want one?
Do you see what
All
we're doing?
right. Any predictions for next week?
For next week? It's probably going to be 45 minutes of them staring at each other while they do the whole fucking trial. It'll probably be in real time. A trial in real time.
I
That'll be
hope
awesome.
not.
It's gonna be the 3rd worst episode of Ally McBeal ever.
I just hope that there's some boning.
Yeah.
Just come
What
on.
happened to that?
Come on.
I based on the momentum of this episode, I'm not hoping for too much next week. So
How many are there left?
There's one more. Well, we are only doing one more episode.
Aw.
So there's episode 5, and then they next week, and then they take a break. We're cutting it off next week.
I do have a
unless we really want to.
speculation question for you.
Mhm.
So a lot of the times with newer shows, they kind of throw a lot of the budget into the first few episodes.
Yes.
And don't really spread it out. Do you think that's going to happen to the show?
Well, that's obviously not the case here. Let's do a scene in that room.
If I had to take a sincere take at something, it felt like they threw all the writers at the first episode.
Oh, really? Yeah.
That was my thing. I don't know about the money because I still think like there's still new shots of the CGI. You know, they're not like it's not like, oh, I've seen that before. They're doing new stuff all the time. I feel like the writers were like, hey, we really nailed that first episode. You want to take a shot at the second one? Oh, we're good. Get that Bob over there. He'll do it. It's my thought.
Maybe they went on a writer's retreat.
Not a strike, but
It never came back. Aw. Yeah, no, I hope that they kind of like saved all of the plot for like the second half of the season, but that's a really, really terrible plan because I mean, right now, I don't know if I was just like a casual viewer, I don't know if I'd keep on watching to see the end.
I would just be so confused.
I'm confused.
I'm confused now, and we've been watching this, and I mean, we
But
do the
would you-
show afterwards
would
and
you
talk about
keep
it.
watching it if they threw in some sexy scenes?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's all
Is
you
that
need.
too fast of an
You
answer?
don't need great writing for that. Just throw some of those
The
in
only
there.
reason why I'm still watching is for Nissa Vex and
Yep.
for
She is
Dana
good.
Zod.
Yep.
Because, and then I'm really glad that they really had, this was their episode to shine, and they really did, but it's like, there's still a shit ton of other people that we're still focusing on, like Kim and Ona and the voice of Rao for some reason, but we're not really, like, connecting with anybody else, and yeah.
I'll say this, and I'm always surprised, is that you have franchises like this, and there are people, and whether it's on TV or even just big budget movies, where they'll tank, and like even the Star Wars sequels and whatnot, like it's so frustrating when there's so many fans out there that are very good writers. Like it's so frustrating when those people aren't employed on projects like this to write them. Like
That's a
you've
very
got to
good point.
have at least a couple of people that really know the universe, that
Do you
really
think that's
love
what's
it.
happening here, though?
I think so. I mean, if you had somebody that was a super huge nerd for this shit, Jody, that was on something like this, that I feel like there would be more in depth, and it would matter more.
If we're gonna get real with it,
yeah.
I don't mind to take it sort of in the same way. I don't mind when they take risks and do stuff.
Sure.
I'm okay with that. I mind it when it gets stale and old real quick.
And
that's
sloppy.
what it feels like.
And
And
it's
that's what I'm saying.
sloppy.
Like, that's what I'm like, yeah, not a big fan doesn't need to write this. Someone who is like a good
Excited
writer.
about
Just
it.
understand plot
But I mean,
structure and
yeah.
rising action
But-
and climax and
But also too, you want somebody that knows, like, oh, well, that's a super trope thing to do because it's already been in this franchise, it's been in this one or whatever. So I mean, it's like I think it's a balance of the two. I think
True.
it's somebody. I think there needs to be good seasoned writers, but also people that know that world because it just makes it so much better.
So they don't
like you look at the
translate
new
to
Star.
bar?
Well, look at the new Star Wars movies. You've got people that like don't respect the old series, the old franchise, and then just shit all over it. So it's like,
Oh, we can get into this. You apparently didn't like the new Star Wars.
no, they're fucking garbage. Rogue One is great.
Shut it all down. Shut it all down.
I like Rogue One.
Cut to wings. Cut to wings.
I liked Rogue One.
Cut to
but that
Wings?
was it.
Yeah, where's that? That's from a fucking movie.
Cut to like the show.
The
Wings.
show Wings.
I,
Yeah.
I think we can all agree Wings was a great show.
Yes.
Tony Shalhoub. I mean,
Who did the voice of Superman from the
Tim Daly. Damn right. It was a great show. They were pilots.
Where's that from? God, I've been saying that forever.
Cut to Wings. Cut to Wings.
I don't know.
Oh, it's
Sure,
from that
Jody is a
fucking
fan of the
Jane
new
Fonda
Star Wars
movie.
ones, I
God
take
damn
it.
it.
No.
Yeah.
I think, I mean, if we're going to get into this on the Krypton show.
Right
I
here.
think
May
Star
as
Wars
well.
Force Awakens was like you couldn't get more derivative.
It was so gross.
If you could just be like, hey, give me that script from New Hope. I'm going to do a quick some fine replace here.
It's fucking ridiculous.
You're like, what am I watching?
Oh, we're running out of gas. Wow, that's never happened before.
It's just like, it's the first movie.
It's
just
fucking
New Hope.
ridiculous.
The second one, I liked better because it was about like, hey, take this old, like, we got to do something different because this isn't working. And I liked that part. As a whole, no, it didn't work. But there were moments that I thought worked.
Yeah.
I didn't hate it.
Again,
as
I
much.
liked Rogue One, but the other
Rogue
ones
One's great.
Rogue One's
Rogue
great.
One's a great movie.
The other ones, fucking.
No, I like Force Awakens just for the characters. You will buy a lot from me if I like your characters and if I like your actors, and I did. Unfortunately, they were in a really, really, really sub-average movie.
That's the thing.
I gotta be honest. I'm looking up "Cut to Wings" and
It's okay. I just
nothing
remember
on
what
how
it
to
was.
find
it's
how to.
it's from Monster-in-Law. It's when Jane Fonda, like, she plays a talk show host. Yes.
Are you the only person who watched that movie?
Yes. It's the stupid Jane Fonda J-Lo movie. Shut your mouth, Jody. You
Monster-in-Law. Oh, so sorry to not have gotten that reference.
You weren't meant to. It was just supposed to be a
You
callback
weren't
to
meant to.
Wings.
Eyebrow with that.
I'm sorry.
All
Is that
right.
the Seth Rogen one?
No, it's the one with Jennifer Lopez.
It's
And
funny
Jennifer-
the Seth Rogen mother
She
one, though.
flips out and attacks some like Britney Spears stand-in, and like her assistant is like freaking out in the control room, telling everybody to cut to wings, cut to wings.
I just want to point out that Tony doesn't have time to respond to voicemails or texts, but she has time to watch Monster a lot.
That's a big fuck you to any of
I
your
love you.
friends.
You know I do.
Well, you guys, that's our show.
We ended
And again, I feel like this Wednesday, both in our watch along and this, we were focused. We stayed on topic.
Professional.
We were professional. We didn't discuss anything but Krypton. And that's what is important in an after show. Do we have that? Yep. Let's go out on a high note with some classy jazz.
Ooh, we have jazz?
Thank you guys.